division orders. It's issued after the company, by the company after first production is established. It states the decimal interest on which you're going to be paid, and it's linked to information on your check stub. There is an organization called the National Association of Division Order Analysts, and back in the 90s they developed with NARO this form. It's called the Model Form Division Order. And on the top of it, it's going to list the property. It's going to have some information about you. What you really want to check here is the description of the property. Is it correct? Okay? Is your interest, your decimal interest here correct? You're going to have some language in the middle of this thing. It's going to talk about, be sure that what this language says here, and you can get this model form from our website, that they haven't stuck other stuff in here, okay? In the state of Texas, and this form is kind of modeled off the state statute, you're required as the royalty owner to sign a division order and to send it back to the company. And this form, like I said, is kind of based on that Texas law and what's required there. Something very important, in other states, for example, Oklahoma, you're not required to sign a division order and return it. But if you don't, you better send the company your tax information. So the easiest way to do that is to download a W-9 from the IRS, fill that out, and send it to the company. Because if you don't give them your tax information, they're required by the IRS to withhold 28% of your royalty income and send it to the IRS. So be sure you give them the tax information, no matter what. Okay, I talked earlier about we're going to learn how to calculate. If there is a 640-acre unit, and the unit is established by the state regulatory agency, and I own 80 acres within that unit, and I signed a 3/16 lease, my decimal interest is 0.023437.5, and that number better show up on that division order where it says decimal interest, okay? Again, you need to calculate your interest on any piece of property. What you need to know is the spacing unit that's established by the state. You need to know your net mineral acres in that unit, okay? You may have more acreage, but they're not a part of this particular unit. So you need to know the unit boundaries, again, established by the state. And what was the negotiated royalty percentage in your lease agreement. You've got those three numbers, you can figure out your royalty interest. If I get a division order and it doesn't have that number that I've calculated, I'm going to call that division order department and I'm going to say, you guys have made a mistake, or convince me that I'm wrong, okay?